Alright everyone, it's time for Vermont Issues episode 115, Lake Memphremagog actually, to be cleaned up now. I'm not sure exactly how much cleanup there is to do. It's like some of the bodies of water within the state of Vermont that we declare to be kind of polluted are still totally pristine compared to what the average body of water is in other states. Like Lake Champlain. Lake Champlain has algal blooms. It has like zebra mussels, I can remember was a big thing, invasive species, lampreys. Sea lampreys, actually, I believe, made their way into our waterways. We have some of those issues, but I mean, you could drink out of Lake Champlain, it probably wouldn't hurt you. Yeah, I mean, you probably would want to boil it, but if you had no other choice, you know, drinking on the go, running away from some wild animal, and you're just totally exhausted running laps around Lake Champlain, you probably wouldn't die from taking a few sips. It's like the stream out behind my home. It's not considered like pristine by our state standards, but I've drunk the water out of it several times. I've never had any repercussions from it. I never got cholera or anything like that. For the most part, our water is not polluted. So you got to keep that in mind. Lake Memphremagog, just because they're doing a cleanup doesn't mean it's dirty. It just means that, hey, somebody saw a tin can and somebody's car leaked a little bit of oil, so we need to go in and give it a good scrubbing. It's good, though. It's nice to be pristine. We spend through the nose. The two things Vermont does best are education and environmentalism. We pay through the nose for them, but they are effective. I think there are ways to make it more maybe efficient, but it's a good thing. The biggest thing we do is like Green Up Day. We clean up all the trash along the roads that's built up. And it works actually very well. Even in a state like New Hampshire that's somewhat environmentally conscious, there is more trash, more pollution than here. And you notice this. Vermonters going out of state, they notice that, and they notice that the other states generally they have billboards. Here, of course, they are banned, which is nice. It's because of tourist revenue. So it's good that they're cleaning up, you know, the Vermont side of this lake. And you got to remember, it's also a Canadian lake. It's like the Great Lakes. It's like Lake Champlain. It traverses the two different national borders. It's also, it's very interesting, but we don't really worry about like the Canadian pirates coming down to steal our maple syrup. They might because ours is better. Just kind of a joke there. Not really, but, you know, no harm done, I suppose. But so far, so good at keeping out the Canadian lake pirates off of Lake Champlain. That's about all. Peace out.